the solutions of partial differential equation of higher order with the using of separation of variable method. Now there are three types of equation: the one-dimensional heat equation, one-dimensional wave equation, and two-dimensional Laplace equation. These three equations are standard forms. Look at the boards. First of all, that is the one-dimensional heat equation. This is one-dimensional heat equation. It is standard form of this equation are this type: del 2z over del t square या del x square to 1 upon k, where k is constant, del z over del t. अगर equation has this type of form, then the equation is called heat equation, one-dimensional heat equation. Second is one-dimensional wave equation. If the equation has this form, del 2b over del t square plus 2c square del 2v over del x square. If the equation has such form, then the equation is called one-dimensional wave equation. And the two-dimensional Laplace equation, this is when del 2u over del x square plus del 2u over del y square equals to 0. If our equation is in the form del 2u over del x square plus del 2u over del y square equals to 0, then the equation is called Laplace equation. Now we find that how we will solve these equations using the separation of variable method. Let us take first of all heat equation. Let us take, there is a heat equation del 2z over del x square equals to 1 upon k del z over del t with the boundary conditions. With the boundary conditions are z of 0t equals to 0 and z of lt equals to 0 for all t. Now this is our given equation. Since the standard form of the heat equation is del 2z over del x square equals to 1 upon k del z over del t. This is in the form. So our equation is heat equation. Now we have to solve the equation using the separation of variable method. So what we have done in previous lecture to solve the equation by separation of variable method, we assume that the equation 1, that is this is equation 1, that equation 1 has solution of the following form, has a following solution. Here z is function of x and t, so we assume that it is the solution is the form of two variables t of t, where x is only function of x and capital T is function of small t, where x and t are the functions of only x and t respectively. Now putting this, the solution z of xt equals to x of x tt, putting this solution in equation 1, what will we get? First of all, what is this? Del 2z over del x square. Now the function zxt, we have defined the two multiplication of two variables x and t, where the x is function of x only and t is the function of t only. So when we apply here partial derivative del 2z over del x square with respect to here, if we differentiating z with respect to partially, and if we are differentiating partially z with respect to x, so what will we get? The t is constant, it will be remains t, and here what this del 2z over del x square, since here x is the only function of x, so it will be the total derivative of x. Since because x is the only function of x, so there is no mean of partial derivation, so it take full total derivative of x equals to 1 upon k is remaining same, since here k is constant, del z over del t, what will be x del t dt over dt here. Now further we will assume that this is equals to some lambda. So what will the other equations will be this form: d2x over dx square, taking this x is here here 1 upon x equals to lambda, or here taking this t is here, we will get dt over t k dt equals to lambda. There are two differential equations. Solving these equations. Now this equation is in the form d2x over dx square equals to lambda x, and this is dt over t equals to lambda k dt. On integrating this, what will we get? Log of t equals to lambda k t plus some constant taking as log of c. So it will be said t equals to c e raised to the power lambda k and t. This is our solution A. We can say so t is solved by this formula. Now here this equation we can say the equation 3. Here this equation is second order differential equation. Now here are the three cases that arises on the value of lambda. First case, when lambda equals to 0. If in the equation 3 our lambda equals to 0, then what is the equation? The equation can be written as d2x over dx square equals to 0. On solving this, what will we get? c1x plus c2. क्योंकि when we integrate it first time, dx over dt equals to some constant c1, or differentiating again, integrating again, what will we get? X equals to c1x plus c2. Then the equation has this solution, that this is b. If our lambda is 0, then the equation has of this type solution. Now here the t is always same. Now case second, when lambda is greater than 0, or we can say lambda is greater than 0, some lambda equals to some mu square, where mu is positive, mu is whatever value, lambda is greater than 0, so the square value is always positive, so we take lambda equals to mu square. Putting this in equation 1, what will get? d2x over dx square equals to mu square x. Solving this, सबसे पहले first of all we will find auxiliary equation. What will be that? M square minus mu square equals to 0. Here we will get m equals to plus minus mu. The solution of the equation 1x would be c1 a raised to the power mu x plus c2 a raised to the power minus of mu x. This is our second solution. Now, if our lambda is negative, it is lambda less than 0. We can say lambda equals to some minus of mu square. Then what will be our equation? d2x over dx square equals to minus of mu square x. On solving, what will be the auxiliary equation of this equation? M square plus mu square equals to 0. What will we get? M equals to plus minus iota mu. On what will be the solution of equation this? X equals to c1 cos of mu x plus c2 sin of mu x. When here the most important part is this solution of the equation is depending on the value of lambda. What is our lambda? If lambda is less than 0, then this type of solution we will get. If lambda is greater than 0, then we will get this solution. And when lambda equals to 0, what will we have get that? X equals to c1x plus c2. Now applying our boundary conditions to these solutions. So here we have got 3 cases. 4 case first. When our x solution what is? X c1x plus c2, and t is what? T is always our c e raised to the power k lambda t. Now here when we talk about first solution, then lambda equals to 0, this t is equals to c e raised to the power 0, any t is some constant, t equals to c. Now putting our boundary condition. What is our boundary condition? Boundary condition is z of 0 t equals to 0 and z of L t equals to 0. Putting these values here, since what will be our z here? Z of x and t should be, it is multiplication of this, so it can be written as c into c1x plus c2. Now putting this value, when x equals to 0, z is 0. Putting here x equals to 0, we will get c dot c2. It will give, since here t is constant, so here we will get c2 equals to 0. And putting the second condition, c z of xl, here c2 is 0, then what will we get? What is our, putting here z equals to lt equals to 0. The second boundary condition, c1l, c is already 0, c2 is already 0, so what will we get here? c1 equals to 0. So here what is our solution? Z, what is our x? X equals to 0 and t equals to c, so z is equals to 0, which is a trivial solution. Which is a trivial solution. It is called trivial solution when the values are some this type. Now our case second. Case second, when our case second lambda is positive, then what will we get solution? c1 e raised to the power mu x plus c2 e raised to the power minus mu x, or here t is again our this c e raised to the power, here k lambda t, so it should be mu square t. Now applying the boundary conditions again here. What are our boundary conditions? Z of 0 t equals to z of L t equals to 0. Now putting here, what will we get? First of all, we put what is our z is now. Z is c1 e raised to the power mu x plus c2 e raised to the power minus mu x, and t is same, c e raised to the power k mu square t. Now putting first x equals to 0, z is 0, so here putting the first boundary condition, what will we get? c1 plus c2. This remains same because there is no effect on t. c1 plus c2, c here, and applying the second, so what will we get here? c1 plus c2 equals to 0. We can say c1 equals to minus of c2. If we put the second condition, what is this? The second condition is 0 equals to c1 e raised to the power mu l plus c2 e raised to the power minus mu l, and the t the same, remain e की power k mu square t. This is not equals to 0 because the boundary condition is applying only x, so this is not equals to 0. Now here if we take, we can say that c1 equals to minus of c2, we can put it here, c1 e raised to the power mu l minus of c1 e raised to the power minus of mu l equals to 0. Since here mu is not equals to 0, l is not equal to 0, so here c1 into e raised to the power mu l minus e raised to the power minus mu l, it is equals to 0. So here c1 equals to 0. Since mu is not equals to 0, l is not equal to 0, so this quantity is never 0. So what should be here? c1 equals to 0, which means we get here c1 equals to 0, c2 equals to 0, which provides x equals to 0, which gives x equals to 0, which implies z equals to 0. So again we get, if mu is positive, then z is again 0. Now we take our third case. Our third case, the values of these are x equals to c1 cos of mu x plus c2 sin of mu x, and t is whatever, t is again same, c e k mu square t minus of, because here lambda is negative, putting lambda equals to minus of mu square, this form. Again applying here the boundary conditions, z of 0t equals to z of lt equals to 0. Now putting, first of all, what is our z is here, z is c1 cos of mu x plus c2 sin of mu x into c e raised to the power k mu square t. Now putting z x equals to 0, what is z is 0, x equals to 0, we will get c1 dot 1 plus c2 into 0 and c raised to the power minus k mu square t. Now again this is not should be 0 because here it does not affect t. If we putting the conditions on x, it is not affecting t, so it is never 0. So what will we get here? c1 equals to 0. From this we get c1 equals to 0. So here the after c1 equals to 0, our z should be this type. c1 equals to 0, so z is c2 sin mu x e raised to the power minus k mu square t. Now putting the second boundary condition, what will be in second boundary condition? What is there? Z of lt, putting x equals to l is 0 equals to c2 sin mu l into c e raised to the power minus k mu square equals to t. Now here are two cases. If we take c2 equals to 0, then again z equals to 0, which is our trivial solution. We have to find a non-trivial solution. So we take here c2 is not equals to 0, which gives our sin of mu l equals to 0. So on the which point sin takes the value 0. So we know that sin of 0 equals to 0, sin pi equals to 0, sin 2 pi equals to 0. So we can say here mu of l equals to 0 and mu of l equals to n pi. We can say mu equals to the value n pi over l for all n. L equals to 0, 1, 2 and so on. So here we will get the mu equals to n pi over l. So what will our solution? Putting here mu equals to n pi over l, z equals to c2 and this is c. We can merge this c, a new constant. We can write this is a sin mu, the value of mu is n pi x over l e raised to the power minus mu square minus k, it is n square pi square over l square t, which is our required solution of the heat equation with the applying boundary conditions. Clear how we have got the solution? It is clear. Now let us take one more example. We will take the solution of Laplace two-dimensional Laplace equation. So what is our standard form of Laplace equation of 2D equation? So this is del 2u over del x square plus del 2u over del y square equals to 0. There may be possible the boundary condition is given. Sometimes there should not be any boundary condition. So how we will solve? The solution should be same. If we have the boundary condition, then we apply the boundary condition of the solution. If they are not, then we find the general solution. Now we find a general solution of Laplace equation del 2 over del x square plus del 2 over del y square equals to 0. Here again, u is the function of x and y. U is function of y. So using the separation of variable method, we take u is the, it has a solution of such kind x and y, where x is function of only x and y is our function of only y. Now putting this solution in equation 1, what will we get? Putting this in equation 1, here we will get del 2u over del x square, then we will get y d2x over dx square equals plus del 2u over del y square x d2 y over dy square equals to 0, or further we can write it y as we can write it 1 upon x d2x over dx square equals to minus 1 upon y d2 y over dy square equals to say some lambda. It's what we do in separation of variable method. So here we take this x is here, del 1 upon x d2x over dx square, 1 upon y d2 y over dy square equals to some lambda. Now what we do? Now we will with two equations. We will get d2x over dx square equals to lambda x, and here we will get d2y over dy square equals to minus sign minus lambda y. Now these are the 2D second order differential equation. We will solve this here. Now again, where this is these both are the second order differential equation. So these will depend on the solution will depend on the value of lambda. Let us take case first. First of all, take the first case first. When lambda equals to 0. Now when lambda equals to 0, then the both equations should be, this is d2x over dx square equals to 0, and this will be d2y over dy square equals to 0. This gives our x equals to c1x plus c2, and this will give us y equals to c1y plus c2. So in this case, what is our u? In this case, here our ux y should be, we can write c1x plus c2, and it can be taken c3 and c4. We can write c3y plus c4. This is our first solution. When lambda equals to 0, our u should be c1x plus c2, c3y plus c4. Now the case second. When lambda is greater than 0, or we can say lambda is positive, or we can say lambda equals to some mu square, it is positive, then we can write it d2x over dx square equals to mu square x, and it can be written as d2 y over dy square equals to minus of mu square y. Now solving these equations, here the auxiliary equation what will be? For this equation we will have auxiliary equation m square minus mu square equals to 0. We will get m equals to plus minus mu. So what will our solution x equals to? C1, C1, C2, C3, C4 we have taken. We can write as C5 mu x plus C6 raised to the power minus of mu x. And if we see the solution here the mu is negative. So what will our auxiliary equation is here? The auxiliary equation should be here m square plus mu square equals to 0, and on the solution we will get m equals to plus minus iota mu. And so what will our y here? Y is C6. So y should be C1 cos of mu x plus C8 sin of mu x. We can say our solution u is equals to here u of xy should be here c5 e raised to the power mu x plus c6 e raised to the power minus mu x into c7 cos of mu x plus c8 sin of mu x. This is our u. When we take the case second, now we go to the case third, when our lambda is less than 0. When lambda equals to 0, we can say lambda equals to the minus of mu square. It is always negative. Putting these in equation, these equations, d2x over dx square equals to lambda x, and here the equation was d2y over dy square equals to minus lambda y. Minus lambda y. Putting it here, our first equation should be d2x over dx square equals to minus of mu square x, and this is d2y over dy square equals to minus plus mu square y. Now here, what is our auxiliary equation is here? It should be m square plus mu square equals to 0. Here we will get m equals to plus minus iota mu. Then what is the solution is? What is the solution should be c9 cos of mu x plus c10 sin of mu x. Here this should be y. Okay? This was in the term of y. And here what is our auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation should be here m square minus mu square equals to 0, which gives m square equals to plus minus mu. The solution will be y equals to c1 e raised to the power mu y plus c2 e raised to the power minus of mu y. So in this case, what is our u? C9, C10, this should be C11 and C12. So in this case, our u xy is C9 cos of mu x plus C10 sin of mu x, C11 e raised to the power mu y plus C12 e raised to the power minus of mu y. So thus, any of question from the heat equation, wave equation and Laplace equation, we can easily solve. Similar process we have to do it wave equation, because the wave equation is simply del 2u over del t square equals to c square del 2u over del x square. So there is minimum minor difference between the solution of Laplace equation and the wave equation. So you can do it also. So